In a world that had grown weary of muted tones and the monotony of greys and beiges, a revolution began to stir in the hearts and minds of homeowners. It was a movement not born out of mere aesthetics, but rather a deep-seated longing for expression, joy, and vitality. As seasons changed, so did the palette of the world, and with it came a bold resurgence of colour that promised to transform homes into vibrant sanctuaries. In a quaint neighbourhood where houses stood in stoic rows, their facades draped in shades of taupe and white, a spark ignited. It began with Clara, a spirited woman with an eye for the extraordinary. Clara had always been captivated by the vibrancy of life, from the bright blooms in her garden to the lively hues of the sunset that bathed her street in golds and pinks every evening. Yet, inside her home, she felt trapped in a cocoon of neutrality. One fateful afternoon, while rummaging through an old box in her attic, she stumbled upon a forgotten treasure, an ornate box of paint swatches from her grandmother's days. Each card was a burst of colour, a memory of the bold choices her grandmother had made in her own home. It was a revelation that sparked something deep within Clara. Inspired, Clara decided to take a leap of faith. She began with her living room, a space that had always felt more like a waiting room than a sanctuary. Armed with a brush and a vision, she painted one wall a daring cobalt blue, reminiscent of the sky on a clear summer day. The transformation was immediate and electrifying. The moment she stepped back to survey her work, the room seemed to breathe, coming alive with a personality that had long been dormant. Friends who visited were taken aback, their eyes widening in delight as they were enveloped in the newfound warmth and energy of the space. Clara's bold choice became a conversation starter, a testament to the power of colour to evoke emotion and inspire connection. Word of Clara's transformation spread like wildfire through the neighbourhood. Inspired by her courage, her neighbours began to reconsider their own living spaces. The once muted street began to blossom. Next door, the Johnsons, who had always played it safe with soft creams, took a plunge into a lively coral. The vibrant hues spilled into their home like laughter, infusing their family gatherings with a sense of joy and playfulness. The children, once confined to their rooms, now spilled out into the living room, their laughter echoing against the bright walls, creating a symphony of sound that resonated with life. Across the street, the Thompsons, who had long been burdened by the weight of tradition, decided it was time to break free from the shackles of beige. They embraced a deep emerald green, reminiscent of lush forests and tranquil gardens. The transformation was nothing short of magical. The room became a serene escape, a place where they could unwind and reconnect with nature, even in the heart of the city. The bold choice not only revitalized their home, but also inspired their neighbors to embrace the idea that their living spaces could reflect their personalities, their dreams, and their passions. As the neighborhood blossomed with color, the ripple effect spread further. Clara organized an open house, inviting everyone to showcase their newly transformed spaces. The event turned into a festival of hues, where homeowners proudly displayed their bold choices. Each home told a story, from the sunny yellows that danced in the kitchen of the Martinez family to the deep burgundy that wrapped the dining room of the Parkers like a warm embrace. It was a celebration of individuality, a testament to the power of color to uplift spirits and create a sense of belonging. The event drew the attention of local artists and designers, who saw in this small neighborhood a canvas waiting to be explored. They began to collaborate with homeowners, offering workshops on color theory and design principles. The community became a hub of creativity, where people learned to mix and match colors, to embrace patterns, and to see their spaces not just as places to live, but as extensions of themselves. The once quiet streets were filled with laughter and chatter, as neighbors shared ideas, swapped paint colors, and supported one another in their journeys toward vibrant living. As the seasons changed, the neighborhood continued to evolve. Each home became a gallery of expression, a testament to the bravery of its inhabitants. The bold palettes inspired not just the homes, but also the hearts of those who lived within them. People began to host gatherings where laughter and stories flowed as freely as the colors on their walls. Children played in backyards adorned with bright furniture, their imaginations ignited by the hues surrounding them. The neighborhood had transformed into a tapestry of life, woven together by the common thread of color. Clara, now a local icon of color, reflected on the journey that had begun with her simple act of painting a wall. She understood that the return of color was more than just a trend. It was a movement towards authenticity, a reminder that life is too short to shy away from vibrancy. Each brushstroke was a declaration of individuality, a statement that homes could be more than just shelters. They could be expressions of who we are. As the sun dipped below the horizon each evening, casting a kaleidoscope of colors across the sky, the neighborhood glowed with the warmth of creativity and connection. The return of color had not only transformed their living spaces, but had rekindled a sense of community, reminding everyone that within the bold palettes of their homes lay the courage to embrace life in all its vibrant hues.